Today is not an ordinary day. June 7th was chosen long before you were born, marked in heaven's calendar as the moment where silence would end and truth would speak. This message is not a coincidence, not a lucky scroll, not a passing word. It is a divine revelation, reaching you not through randomness, but through holy orchestration. I, the Lord your God, am speaking directly to your soul through the voice of my appointed servant, Archangel Michael. He has stood at your door, stood by your bed, stood between you and battles you didn't even know were forming. And now, I command the words to be released. You have been living under the weight of a lie not because you chose it, but because someone you love chose to hide the truth, not out of mercy, but out of fear. They feared losing access to your light, your loyalty, your love. But I have watched long enough, I have waited long enough, and now I will not allow you to keep building your future on what was never real. Last night, something happened. While you rested, trusted, or prayed, a conversation took place. You were not in the room, but your name was, and it was not honored. Words were spoken about you that you were never meant to hear, words void of love, void of truth, void of loyalty. Those present accepted the lies, even the one you love most, and when your name was spoken with mockery, they stayed silent, not because they were afraid, but because they agreed. You are someone who loves deeply, you give fully, you forgive quickly. You protect even those who do not protect you. But I cannot let you continue offering the most sacred parts of yourself to someone who no longer deserves access. I am tearing back the veil. I am pulling away the curtain. What I am about to reveal will hurt. Yes, it will cut like a sword, but it will also release you like a key unlocking a prison. You've had the feeling, you've seen the signs. You've ignored the voice inside you that whispered, "This doesn't feel right." But that whisper, that was me, that was my spirit. And now, I am no longer whispering, I am declaring. Archangel Michael has stood watch. He's seen the deleted messages, the subtle shifts, the quiet withdrawal of intimacy. He has witnessed what your heart hoped was just a phase. And I tell you now, it was not a phase. It was a pattern, and that pattern was never going to change. The person you love did not protect your name last night. They entertained someone from their past, the very one they said was out of the picture. They were given a choice, to protect you or to protect their own comfort. They chose comfort. They laughed. And yes, they used the same mouth that once kissed you. They rolled their eyes at the dreams you once shared together. And those who listened, they nodded, smiled, and accepted the falsehood. Everyone heard, everyone remembered, everyone except you. But I have seen everything, and I will not let this continue. This is not about revenge or public shame. It is about realignment. It is about your salvation, your purpose, and your calling. There is something waiting for you, so sacred, so pure, so beautiful, that the enemy planted a counterfeit in your path to delay it. And it almost worked. Almost, but I stepped in. I have called Michael to stand at your door. He holds a sword in one hand and your destiny in the other. But I will not override your free will. You must now choose. Will you believe what I'm showing you? Or will you go back to sleep? The confusion you've felt lately, the unease in your spirit, the way your peace has felt fragile, none of it is random. It is the clash of truth against the lie you've been unknowingly protecting. You are not crazy. You are not insecure. You are discerning, and your soul has been trying to wake you up. What you feel is real. The distance is growing. The intimacy is fading. The sweetness is masking shadows. And now I'm revealing what has been hidden. The person you love most has a plan, a backup plan, a strategy in place in case you ever found out. They have rehearsed the words, practiced the tears, but I will not let performance deceive you any longer. I will interrupt the act. I will show you what they cannot fake, because you are not an audience for someone else's manipulation. You are my child, my beloved, my anointed one, and I will not let your loyalty be mocked again. Here is the miracle buried within the pain. You are not losing love, you are gaining truth, and where truth lives, deception dies. The one I have ordained for you, someone honest, holy, and healing, is being held back only by your refusal to release the one I never sent. You keep holding the wrong key, asking me to open the door of your future, but the door will not open until your hands are free. Release, let go, trust me, because what I will give you in return will be so real, so whole, so healing, that you will look back and say, "Thank you, God, for rescuing me. You are not too much. You are exactly as I designed." The right person will not ask you to shrink. The right heart will not be intimidated by your fullness. They will see you and say, "Finally, there you are." But before they arrive, I need you to step into truth, fully, fiercely, immediately. This person you've defended, the one you've covered, the one you've prayed for, they have not defended you. They have allowed your name to be spoken without honor. And last night was not the first time. It was just the last time I'll allow it. In 3 days, you will receive confirmation, a slip of the tongue, a message accidentally revealed, a friend who finally tells the truth. You will want to doubt it, but your spirit will know. It is me. I am removing people. I am shutting doors, not to harm you, but to shield you. Because what's coming next must not share space with what was fake. You have asked me for love, but first I had to remove what was using your light while denying your worth. You've given everything to someone who protected their own image more than your heart, and I have wept over this. Heaven has mourned the dishonor, but now I act, now I speak, now I move. This message is not for anyone else, it is for you. Let no one steal this moment. This is not a suggestion, it is a divine disclosure. You were not supposed to see this truth yet, but I've decided you are ready now. And because you are ready, I am ready to bless you like never before. This moment marks a shift in time. It is the end of confusion and the beginning of clarity, the end of performance and the beginning of purpose. And if you will receive it, if you will trust me, then everything will change. Tonight, I will speak to you in your dreams, in the silence, in the moments where your heart aches without reason. Listen, follow the pull, let your hands go, and I will fill them with everything you lost and more. This is your turning point. You are not breaking, you are awakening. You are not rejected, you are being redirected. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. And I say, this season is closed. The page is turned, the lie is over, and truth has now begun. Now that you have received the truth, heaven is watching how you respond. You must understand this. The enemy hoped that the truth would break you, that the pain would silence your purpose, that the loss would make you bitter. But I, the Lord your God, am doing the opposite. I will use what was meant to destroy you to refine you. I will turn betrayal into building blocks. I will take the fragments of your broken trust and make them the foundation of something eternal. The world told you that healing comes with time, but I tell you, healing begins with truth. You will not have to wait years to feel whole again. The moment you decide to obey my voice, to walk away from what wounds you, to unclench the hand holding the past tie, will breathe life into your soul again. I will surround you with peace that makes no sense to the natural mind, the kind of peace that covers you like a blanket when the nights are cold and quiet and confusing, the kind of peace that wakes you in the morning with new vision, new hope, and new strength. That peace is not coming, it is already here, and yet I know the ache you feel, the tears that will still fall when memories rise. I see the longing that remains, the desire to be wrong about it all. But my child, do not fight to return to what I just rescued you from. What you lost was not love, it was illusion. I am not asking you to forget what happened. I am asking you to forgive yourself for staying so long, for hoping beyond reason, for making excuses when your spirit already knew the answer. You did not fail. You simply loved purely in a world that doesn't always know what to do with purity. But now, your purity will no longer be ignored. I am exalting you, slowly at first, quietly, but powerfully. You will begin to see your name spoken in rooms of honor. You will feel a pull toward new connections, ones that do not drain you, but pour into you. You will feel less tempted to settle and more drawn to stillness. You will crave peace, not just external peace, but the deep, holy kind that comes when you no longer have to pretend. Let me speak to your heart now. You will love again. But it will not be reckless. It will not be lopsided. It will not come wrapped in charm, but hiding shadows. It will be real, consistent, safe. It will look like my covenant, not counterfeit chemistry. And this time, it will not hurt. This time, it will not leave you wondering, chasing, or begging. This time, it will feel like home. But first you must be willing to close the door behind you and not look back. Do not romanticize what I am trying to remove. Do not glamorize what you cried yourself to sleep over. Do not crown what I have stripped of authority in your life. That season is over. And where I am taking you, their presence cannot follow. Your destiny is too sacred to be contaminated by deception. You have places to go, people to reach, lives to impact, and you cannot carry someone else's silence into the next chapter of your story. This next season of your life is about alignment. The friends you keep, the words you speak, the thoughts you entertain, the love you accept. Everything will shift to match who you truly are, not who you had to become to survive. The mask is off. The performance is over. I am placing you in spaces that match your anointing, not your anxiety. I am positioning you for greatness, but not for show. This elevation is personal, private, holy, and it is protected by heaven. My spirit is resting on you now. Can you feel it? The warmth in your chest, the tingling on your skin, the sudden urge to breathe deeply and weep. That's me. I'm healing the parts of you you thought you'd never get back. I'm sewing shut the holes left by betrayal. I'm whispering, you're safe now. Not because the world changed, but because you finally believed the truth. Let it go. Let them go. Let the image go. Let the fantasy go. They were not who you imagined. And that's okay, because I'm still who I've always said I am. I am your father. I am your defender. I am your witness. I am your comfort. And I will never lie to you. I will never hide the truth from you. I will never use your love and weaponize it against you. Tonight, the heavens rejoice, not because someone was exposed, but because you were awakened. Because a warrior rose from the ashes. Because a child of God remembered their crown. this is not the end. This is your divine beginning. Now walk not in fear, but in freedom. Speak not in pain, but in power. Love not blindly, but boldly. And live not as one waiting for acceptance, but as one already approved by God. If this message echoed something buried deep inside you, it was meant to. You didn't just find this, it found you. You were guided here, on purpose, by divine hands. Subscribe to receive more prophetic words, messages from heaven, and spiritual awakening directly into your spirit. Like this message, if it met you where you were broken, share this with someone else who's been questioning everything. They may be next in line for their unveiling. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are beloved. Asterisk, asterisk, now go. Walk in light. Walk in truth. Walk in freedom. Asterisk, asterisk, because today, June 7th, heaven didn't just speak, heaven moved.